How metal was that Eddie Munson moment in the Stranger Things Season 4 finale? And why was it the perfect choice for the character? Keep watching as we break it all down. Stranger Things fans have had a painstakingly long wait for the final feature-length episodes of Season 4, after Volume 1 arrived on May 27th, but Netflix has finally released the last 2 chapters, and they drastically changed the future of the hit series. While the end of Volume 1 revealed that the terrifying villain Vecna is not only Henry Creel, but also One, Volume 2 mainly revolves around the gang's attempt to kill him by using Max as bait. After all, he's already had a taste of her pain and he wants to finish the job. This is partly because Vecna's master plan involves ripping open 4 gates across Hawkins using 4 deaths as a way of bridging the real world with the Upside Down. The stakes have never been higher, and there's been talk of a tragic death in the series since before the season started. So it's a little nerve-wracking when Steve, Nancy, and Robin all lie in wait for Vecna at the Creel house, while Dustin and Eddie keep the Demobats distracted with an impromptu metal concert at the trailer park. Unfortunately, the battle comes at a high price for Eddie. The leader of the Hellfire Club has been a big focus this season since the Hawkins townsfolk think he's responsible for the deaths of Chrissy, Fred, and Patrick. It's all down to the very real satanic panic that gripped the United States in the 1980s, which led many to believe that Dungeons & Dragons was part of some sinister evil plot to corrupt young people.
These murders are ritualistic sacrifices!
Although Eddie spends most of his time hiding and going on the run, he armors up to help Steve, Nancy, Robin, and Dustin in the Upside Down. Eddie's idea of distracting the Demobats is a pretty inspired one. He grabs the upside-down version of his electric guitar and climbs on top of the trailer to absolutely shred Metallica's Master of Puppets as a siren song to draw the Demobats away from the Creel house. It's an act that fits his character perfectly since he's a metalhead as well as a dungeon master. It's a pretty appropriate song choice too, since Vecna is also a master of the Upside Down. The scene allows Eddie to let loose for a few minutes after spending days hiding in the woods by Lover's Lake. He just gets lost in the music, knowing that it's helping in the fight against Vecna.
Are you ready for the most metal concert in the history of the world?
Eddie's performance is another example of how powerful music can be in the series. After all, Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill is Max's hopeful anthem to pull herself out of the Upside Down in Episode 4, but Eddie putting himself on the line shows he's grown up a bit. Unfortunately, Eddie and Dustin's plan works a little too well, and they have to deal with a huge swarm of Demobats that assault the trailer, eventually breaking in through the vents. The beasts are small, but they're vicious. Dustin climbs through the gate back into the real world, but Eddie severs the makeshift sheet rope so that he can't come back through and get hurt. Obviously, this leaves Eddie trapped in the Upside Down. It's a selfless act of heroism, and it proves that Eddie isn't afraid to grow up and take responsibility for his own actions. Although at first it looks like Eddie might get away from the Demobats on a bike, one of them knocks it out from underneath him, and he's suddenly swarmed by the monsters. Choosing to save Dustin while drawing the Demobats away from his young sidekick in the Creel house proves that Eddie has grown up since the start of the season, when he jokes about being held back at high school and refusing to conform with society. Although Dustin gets back through the gate to find his friend, he's too late. And in a heartbreaking goodbye, Eddie passes the mantle of Dungeon Master onto him, noting that he didn't run away this time. Fans have been worried about Eddie's fate for a while, and this loss definitely hurts considering how charismatic Joseph Quinn was in the role, but at least it had meaning. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about Stranger Things Season 4 coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.